Just Constantino, yeah.
This I did not get from the visually impaired services. This I got from my lovely parents. They bought it for me. It is my new cane. I wanted something that had a rolling tip on it because for me, I bought myself a temporary cane and it had just a regular tip on it. But the rolling tip is so much better for me with like walking, when you go over bumps and things like that, cracks in the cement. The rolling tip just goes over things so much easier and smoother. So I like it a lot better. So I wanted something that was nice and sturdy and had a good rolling tip on it and that just fit me a little better than the temporary one I got, and folded up and stayed closed. And this does all of those things, and I can't even fit it on the screen when it's all unfolded. But yeah, that is my new cane. And the best part about it is that it's pink and white. Totally cute. I love it. Anybody who knows me knows that I love pink and white. So it's not black and white. It's not black, white, and red. It's just pink and white, which I like. That's my new cane. And that, again, I got from my parents, not from DHS. These I bought myself off of Amazon. I have some large print cards, playing cards, and before, when I lost a lot of my vision in December, I could see the big print cards, but now I cannot see the big print cards. So I ordered myself Braille playing cards. Yes, I also ordered myself Uno Braille cards, but I temporarily cannot find them. I don't know what happened to them. So yeah, I would show them to you, but I will have to do that in another video because I can't find them right now. But I did get Uno Braille cards. It is possible to get them. And I got Braille playing cards. Very cool. Whoops, I just dropped them all over myself.
Yay!
Good job, me. So yeah, I really like them. Cooper and I played War last night, and those are my new Braille cards. But it was very cool because I could tell what I was playing. And I bought those myself. Nobody gave those to me. There's all a bunch of like visually impaired or blind games that you can get that are accessible for blind or visually impaired people, depending on what your limitations are. Just go on to Amazon and look up games for visually impaired people, or games for low vision, or games for blind people, and you will find a whole list. But I like playing cards. It's a necessary thing for me. We like playing Uno, so those were the two things that we got first. So these are just puffy paints. The visually impaired services gave me these. They are puff paints, so I don't know if you were alive in the 80s, but puff paints are like, you would take like puff paint, like put paint on your shirts for like spirit weeks in school and things like that. I don't know if you still do that today, but these are just puff paint. And they are good for like being able to feel the texture of something. So you can either just like do it as like a dot, you can make like a circle or a square in like the puff paint so that you can tell the difference between something, so you can label it. And these are really good for like washing, and they don't depreciate, so like it doesn't make the puff paint go down so that you can't feel it anymore, and it doesn't wash off. So you can tag clothes with these if you need to like put something on a label so that you can recognize what kind of clothing it is. So DHS, the visually impaired services, did give me these, but pretty much anybody can buy puff paints at a craft store. So this is called a magic label wand. So what it does is power on. So you turn it on, and you have these little stickers, and
This is a new label.
You put it over the sticker, and it says right now,
This is a new label.
it says this is a new label because I haven't put anything on it. But currently downstairs, I have put a whole bunch of these.
Down.
Oops! I have put a whole bunch of these labels on my microwave, on different things in the pantry. Like I put it on a can of soup and it says vegetable beef soup. And so when I run this over the label of the can, it'll say vegetable beef soup. It's my voice that recorded the label that said vegetable beef soup. So I have like different things in the pantry that are labeled, different things in the fridge that have been labeled, and you can reuse this stuff. You can also put it on, like I put it on like my microwave so that I know what certain buttons are, where you can also do the same thing with like bump dots. So that's my label wand maker. I love this thing, it's very cool. And I did get this from the visually impaired services as well. I also got bump dots, which I did a video before about my bump dots, but these I actually got from visually impaired services, and I got a whole bunch of different, I want to say flavors, and they're not flavors, different sizes and shapes, that's the word. Different sizes and shapes so that you can, again, you can put them on different things and know what label is which. So cool, I love these bump dots. Then I have, this is a liquid level indicator, and I did get it from the visually impaired services. The way it works is you put these little prongs, so it's like this square, this rectangular piece, and then it has these little prongs on the back, these two prongs, and when you push up on the prongs, it beeps. And that also, it beeps when there's liquid and it hits that level, so you know that you're getting the cup full or whatever. These are really cool for, like, I drink tea, and when you fill up the water to steep your tea, you don't want to touch the water because it's very hot, but you want to make sure that you don't pour too much and spill it all over the counter. So that's where one of these would come in very handy. I mean, you can use it for anything, like if you're pouring yourself a glass of water or juice or whatever, but I can do that with my finger. What this is really good for me is for hot things, like when I'm making tea or something like that. Or hot chocolate or soup, or something where I'm trying to fill something up and I don't want to spill too much liquid over the top. Very cool. So that's what that does. And I got it from the visually impaired services as well. And then I also got from visually impaired services this, a whole bunch of these, and they are sheets of paper that have raised dark bold lines. Now I cannot see the color of the lines, but I can feel the raise, how it's raised up. So you can like kind of follow the line because it's raised paper, which is very cool. I've never seen anything like this. They also gave me 4, and I only have 2 of them shown, but they gave me 4 different colors of, actually I don't know if are those different colors or are they the same color?
They're the same.
They're the same color. So they're just black, bold markers so that you can write with high contrast again for me, which is really good. And they're bold so that I could see them. So that's cool. So I think that's pretty much it for my haul. All of that I got from the visually impaired services pretty much again, except for the couple items that I told you that either I purchased or my parents purchased. But very cool. I highly recommend that if anybody wants to have more options available to them just in their living situations at home or even in their work situations, call Department of Human Services in your area, call it in your county. Find out if you have a visually impaired services. Most counties in the United States do have visually impaired services, and they will help with a lot of accessibility. So very cool, and just amazing that somebody would give all of that stuff to me for free. It's just overwhelmingly, it just is so emotional. It makes me feel so blessed that I live in the time that I live in and the country that I live in, because I have such a great support system and availability of help to me so that I can have this accessibility. So I highly recommend calling the Department of Human Services and seeing if there's a visually impaired services that can help you out with your daily tasks, living or work tasks for you if you are blind or visually impaired. Very helpful. So that is pretty much all for my accessibility haul. I did want to give you guys a little update on me since I have been out of commission for the last 3 months. I have been dealing with a lot. My vision has decreased very much. Really since Christmas, it hasn't gotten any better. And I have just been adjusting to living mostly blind. I do have a little vision in my left eye, but it's, again, very blurry and not very good detail. So I have a lot of daily tasks that I struggle to get through, and that I am learning how to adjust to do in different ways than I did before. And it's very challenging and stressful, but I feel like I am taking it on very well. My surgery has been postponed 3 times. It was originally supposed to be on April 12th, and the artificial cornea was not ready yet. So they postponed it to May 29th. And then on May 29th, it was postponed until July 15th. So I am 3 weeks away from getting my artificial cornea in my right eye, or even being able to see if I have the possibility of getting the artificial cornea and getting my vision back. So hopefully I will be able to get my vision back in 3 weeks, but right now I'm not sure. But I have been having leaks in my cornea. There's like little pinpoint holes in my cornea because my cornea is deteriorating. And the more it deteriorates, it makes little holes in it. And so every time there's like a little hole, my eye doctor is trying to glue the hole. So they take this super glue for eyes, I guess, and put it in my eye and put glue in the hole to try to like stop the leak. Because if my eye leaks all the fluid out, it will leak all the pressure out, and then my eye will collapse and I will go blind and I will not be able to get my vision back. And I only need to maintain it for 3 weeks, maintain the pressures for 3 weeks, so that hopefully I can have a chance at getting my vision back. So I am trying to, I've had my eye glued the last 2 weeks, which is why I'm wearing this lovely eye patch, which makes me look like a bedazzled pirate. But it is to protect my eye from anything hitting it, from me bumping it on something. I wear a hard shield on it at night so that I don't accidentally bump it or hurt it. And that way I can keep it from collapsing. So those are the efforts that me and my doctor are going through right now, just to keep my eye going for 3 more weeks until I can have my artificial cornea surgery. So that is my personal update. I hope that all of that was really fun for you guys and interesting. I hope you enjoyed seeing my accessibility haul. I think that all of that stuff is really cool, and it's very helpful if you have no vision. So if you guys liked this video, I hope you guys will give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to leave it in the comments below. If you want to follow me or Cooper on social media, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. Those all will be in the links in the description below. Also, you can go subscribe to my Just Constantino Shorts channel if you haven't already, and see all of my shorts. They will be over there, the old ones and the new ones to come. And that also, the Just Constantino Shorts link will be in the link in the descriptions below as well. And if you guys would like to support Cooper and I and help us create future content, you can subscribe to my Patreon at Just Constantino.com/patreon.com. And so that also will be in the link in the description below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel.
Yes, sir.
And that way you can see more updates about me and Cooper and our lives and how we deal with our visual impairment on a daily basis. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am so sorry that I haven't been here the last few months. I hope you will continue with me on this journey, and I will continue to try to keep you guys updated on my everyday life, and I will be here to show you my stresses even when things get to be too hard. Also, in the future to come, I want to show you guys my surgery itself. So when I have my artificial cornea surgery, I'm going to have some recordings of the process before and after the surgery, So stay tuned for that, because I think that will be really exciting for all of you that are kind of curious about what it is like going through that process. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I think I have exhausted this video and exhausted my time. Thank you so much for staying with me for this long. I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.
Pineapple Production.